You?
I am good. How are you doing today?
Yeah, really good, real good.
Good, good, good. Awesome. And I'll go ahead and bring you guys up here on our stream as we have Tom. And Tom, you brought in a special guest with you
I
today.
sure did. Just real quick, my background, I'm a local business owner, but I'm also the Naval Academy Blue and Gold Officer for our area.
Oh,
And what that means is that if there's young men and women that would like to attend the Naval Academy, they would be in contact with me. I would go out and interview them and their parents, and we would start the admissions process. And so today we have with us Robert Montoya. He was one of my candidates about 3 years ago. Robert is now a sophomore at the Naval Academy. He had the opportunity to come home a couple days early before Thanksgiving break to visit with myself and local area students who may be interested in learning a little bit more about the Naval Academy and attending the Naval Academy. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Robert.
and good morning, Robert. Go ahead and lean in. Come on in here.
Morning.
And Robert, how are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. And since Tom said that you were one of his recruits, how did that come about?
Well, I started applying around 3 years ago, possibly around 3.5. After I started the initial process, I was given the contact information of my blue and gold officer. And from that, I ended up getting in contact for the initial interviews that we have that are part of the admissions process. And that's how we got in contact. I believe that's the usual way to get in contact.
And then you decided to go ahead and attend. And what's your experience been like at the Naval Academy?
My experience at the Naval Academy has been great. I started off with prep school. I was accepted into the Naval Academy prep school 3 years ago. I did a year over there at the prep school. I graduated. They run like a trimester system where they run up on academics between math, chemistry, physics, and also English. You brush up on those classes a little bit, and then you go into your first year at the United States Naval Academy, your freshman year. I've just recently completed my freshman year, and at the end of my freshman year, I chose to major in ocean engineering.
That would make sense at the Naval Academy. I'm just saying that just kind of makes sense right there. But that is awesome. And your experience as a student or personally on there, I mean, is it something that you would recommend?
I would very highly recommend going this route. Whenever I graduate, I'll be employed by the United States Navy, and I also get a top-notch education.
Absolutely, because there are lots of options for students out there as far as schools and where they can go and where they can apply. But the Naval Academy, I mean, that is obviously top-notch, and one of the few places where you're pretty much guaranteed a job right after you get out, right, Tom?
That's correct, Gino. And these kids are pretty special. You know, when I have the opportunity to interview them, we're talking about young men and women who are just the cream of the crop. What they accomplish on a 24-hour day, from academics to sports to extracurriculars, just blows my mind. I know that, I'm a graduate from many, many years ago. I don't know if I could get in today based on the credentials these young men and women have. But just real quick, another role for me as a Naval Academy Blue and Gold officer, and there's many of us all over the country, we're the eyes and ears of the admission board. Obviously, with 15,000 young men and women applying every year, and we only accept 1,100, we've got to whittle that number down. And so we act as the eyes and ears for the admissions board in that process.
So you guys are basically that first step in trying to go ahead and get in. And then if anyone were interested in attending the Naval Academy, or even just had some questions about the process and what that is, they would go ahead and contact you then.
Yes, they can. And the way to do that is through the Naval Academy's website. And once you start to explore the site, and at a certain point in your high school career, normally you're right around your spring of your junior year, you're allowed to apply, and you're given a candidate number. And at that point, information like getting a hold of me becomes available. Prior to that, we have college nights at various high schools. I'm the owner of La Posta Restaurant, so most people know that, and they can contact me there. A lot of the parents know that. And so I'm always delighted to sit down with young men and women as early as their freshman year in high school, just to talk about the process and get them ready.
And when you talk about, I won't say exclusivity, but the Naval Academy is a top-notch school. How many students get accepted there a year?
Like I mentioned, 15,000, upwards of 15,000 apply every year. This past year, I believe we admitted 1,100 students. There's about 4,000 students that attend the Naval Academy every year, and we graduate roughly 800 to 900 each year.
That's pretty good, actually, as far as your retention rate goes. And like you said, I think as Robert said, it's a great place to go. And your experience has been very positive in the school. I mean, I'll tell you this: was it anything like you were expecting it to be?
It was a lot like I was expecting it to be, but there were also a lot of things that I didn't expect, such as the sports that they had. They have every varsity sport you can imagine: club sports, intramural sports, and also extracurricular activities. I was able to start a mariachi group with my friends from El Paso that also attend. I was also able to join the bodybuilding club. There's just a lot more than you'd ever expect over there.
A mariachi group, huh? So maybe the Naval Academy mariachi can make it down to the conference sometime.
We're hoping one day.
Yeah, keep it going. Get that tradition going right there. That would be pretty darn cool. So it's what you expected, but it's a whole lot more that's involved with the Naval Academy.
Yes. Being able to have all of these opportunities, there's a lot more opportunities for training than I would have ever known about. There's programs during the summer that can take you around the world, essentially. Also, a whole lot you can do with learning what you might be doing as your future job in the Navy. You can go on like cruises during the summer to solidify what you'd like to do as far as aviation, Marine Corps, submarines, or surface warfare community. There's a lot.
There's a lot. I mean,
Yes.
let's be honest. I think everybody saw, a Maverick this past summer. So you've got everything from in the air, in the water, underwater, on the land, just about everything that you guys kind of go for as far as the Navy goes. And a good place to start is the Naval Academy, for sure, right there. And once again, Tom, when somebody is interested and they want to get started, they start off by going to the Naval Academy website.
That's correct.
What's the website?
Do you happen to have it, Robert? I'm going to have Robert dig it out for you all while we visit. But the value of a Naval Academy education, and I think we always compare things in terms of scholarships and value, is over $500,000.
Wow.
That includes their education, all their summer training, their training outside of the Naval Academy, and that's a big number. But that's the investment taxpayers in this country make in our young leaders, so that someday they'll be commanding officers of squadrons. They'll be flying F-14s and F-18s, just like Maverick was in Top Gun. So we couldn't be more proud of these young men and women who step up and want to serve their country.
Yeah, I just mentioned that movie because that's probably something everybody saw over the summer, and you don't realize that that's Navy right there. They think, oh, it's a plane, it's Air Force. No, that's Navy.
When I was a young aviator back in the early 1980s, the first Top Gun came out. So, and then Officer and a Gentleman. There was a couple Navy flicks that really got.
Actually, I remember that one as well, and.
It got the population really turned on about the service.
Well, I say that because I chuckle a little bit because one of the worst things is going to a military movie with somebody that's in the military.
Yeah.
Because they kind of watch it like this, they got their arms crossed going like, that would never happen.
That's right. And we did. I mean,
I'm sure.
Some of it's embellished, but a lot of it's very true.
Yeah. And that's the idea. There's that bit of truth that's in there.
Right.
And of what they have in there, but there is the movie and there is Hollywood and everything else like that. But the truth of the matter here is that the Naval Academy is a great school. It's a great place to go. It's a great opportunity for a lot of young people right there. And Robert, did you get the website?
Yes. usna.edu/admissions.
So USNA. So United States Navy Academy.
Yes.
.edu/admissions.
Yes.
Okay. I got that one. So so if you're interested, that's where it would start. And I would encourage a lot of students that are thinking about, what's going to happen after high school to at least check it out and take a look at it. You never know, this could be something that could work for you, right, Tom?
That's right, Gino. And it worked for me, and it's working for Robert and many other thousands of students that are out there right now. So thank you very much for having us this morning.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for stopping by, and thanks to Robert for coming by right here. Hopefully you can enjoy the holidays when you're here at home. And once again, it is an option that is out there, and it is a great option for a lot of students. Once again, check it out. That's usna.edu/admissions. Check it out. You never know what could happen or where it could lead you to.